It's Monday, and you know what that means. It's time to reset, look at what we did this past weekend, and make sure we are setting ourselves up for a successful another week. Welcome back to, seriously, the Claudia Project, where every day we walk and talk, and we figure out how we're going to be the best versions of ourselves. So I'm going to do a recap of what I did this weekend, and I hope that you take the time this morning to really think about everything that you did, get excited about how the weekend went, and then also make plans for how you're going to succeed this week. I decided on Friday, I decided last week that I was going to go visit my girlfriend on Friday, so we made plans with my sister-in-law, and we dropped our kids off for a little sleepover on Friday night, just the older girls, and then I went to Athens and hung out with my friend who I went to college with. I love her to death. You guys would have seen her on Saturday, Kaylee, and that was like sort of a last-minute decision to go see her for her birthday. Thankful to her husband for giving me the reminder and the invite to come over and see her, and I got to spend time with my friend, which was really exciting. We don't live that far apart. If you're familiar with the Georgia area, it's like an hour and a half, but once you get used to like living your life every day, you kind of forget to make those plans. So the ride wasn't terrible, but getting to spend time with her was really actually rejuvenating, I guess is the plan is what I'd say about it. But it was really nice to hang out with her. Her and her husband just had a baby about 9 months ago, and so we're both still getting used to like what it means to be friends with someone who has a kid, and if you actually get to spend time and have fun together. So it was really nice. We didn't do anything crazy, just hung out really at her house and ate like an outlandish amount of bacon, which is more reason for me to be walking. But then we did our walk and talk with her on Saturday, so make sure you check out that episode. And then Saturday, hung out with my sister-in-law and her husband, my brother-in-law, Dre's like twin. And we went to a catch air out in Decula, Georgia. And then on Sunday, I spent most of the day cleaning. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to do it. All day I wanted to sit. But as you guys know, we are pushing ourselves to be our very best. So I did dishes and I did laundry and I picked out clothes last night and hung them up. And I prepared everybody for Monday. And outside of being a little anxious about the workday, just because there's a lot to do since I took Friday off, had a really, really productive Sunday. So I'm feeling ready for the week and excited about it. So that's my recap. Take the time to write down all of the things that you did and things that you wish you had done. That way next weekend on Sunday, you have the time to really look back and start over. Yeah? Again, you guys know I have my notes now, so we're not going to be all over the place. We're going to be organized and engaged. Anyway, so setting the tone for the week. So the reason that I was so intense about my schedule yesterday, about what I wanted to do, is because I really wanted to set myself up for success going into this week. Folding all of the laundry. I moved my clothes around in my closet. I don't know if I'm ready for like a real purge yet. I keep saying I need to get rid of stuff. We're going to turn today, give a little different tour. I'm not ready for a purge, but I did go through my closet, move like dresses close to dresses and shirts near shirts, and like just organize things that are similar so that I can see stuff a little better. So that was positive. I probably do need to get rid of things, but that's for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. I can't be everything for everyone. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, it really did set the tone for my day, set the tone for my week. All the things that I want to accomplish, actually accomplishing them, pushing myself like 1% better, as all of you know that I'm trying to do. And so as I finished one thing, I was like, okay, Claudia, you can knock out something else that is going to really set you up. Then this morning, I woke up a little later than I wanted to, if I'm honest, which is what we're all about here, is just being honest with ourselves and what you really can accomplish and what you can't. I set my alarm for 5:15 and didn't get up until about 5:30, but I was up, but I just could not get myself out of the bed, which was a little challenging. But after that, when I finally did get up, I checked emails since I was out on Friday, which I wanted to do last night, but I allowed myself to rest. And then so I got through all my emails this morning, which was nice. There was about 80 of them there. So I did that in about 30 minutes, 45 minutes, came out a little later. But I'm feeling better going into my workday, just knowing that like the initial Like, I don't even know how to describe it. That initial, like, angst when you know that you've been out and you have to check your email. So, like, kind of organizing all of that. That initial thing is kind of already taken place. So now when I get to work, I'm going to actually be able to work and not just the mindless scroll that is emails. Or that's how I feel about it anyway. Mini reset, because I checked emails now. When I get to work, the first thing I'm going to do is map out my calendar for the day. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be happening this week coming up, and I know that. Plus, I'm going to Nashville with a girlfriend of mine this weekend, our like annual, she lives in Ohio, so we go on an annual girls trip every single year. And this was supposed to be about a week ago because we start Gold Rush practice soon, but we had to move it. It's like a whole thing that you guys don't really care about. And so knowing that that's happening this weekend, the week before Gold Rush camp starts, it means that I need to make sure that I am like very cognizant about what's going on, so that when the time comes for me to go out of town, I'm not anxious. And so that's what I'll be doing this week. And so really setting myself up for success means looking at my calendar and planning out all the things that need to take place. So like, do I need to order groceries this week instead of going to the grocery store since I won't be here on Sunday, and making sure all those things take place? Thank God I did all the laundry now that I'm thinking about it, because that's already kind of done. I can do some small loads this week. That way going into the weekend, Andre's not like doing all of that on his own, because regardless of what people say, the type of guilt you feel from being out of town is like crazy. So that's what's going on with me. So this morning, I am encouraging you to do the same thing. One, what we're not going to be doing is beating ourselves up if you didn't accomplish a ton of stuff this weekend. Maybe you needed to rest, and that's okay. And you can't live in the past. You can only live in the present. You guys, we're going up this hill. It's crazy. You can only live in the present. So write out the things that you need and want to accomplish, and then let's set them up so that you are good to go. Start with small steps. You guys know I'm all about that. Small steps. That way you actually feel like you're accomplishing something and you're not beating yourself up. And then remember, every Monday is a new chance to start over. So take a second to breathe right now if you're feeling overwhelmed. There's nothing wrong with that. But you can't change anything in like droves. So make a list of 3 things, your top 3, that you absolutely have to accomplish today. And you hate to say it, but like come hell or hot water, accomplish those things. Now make sure that they're actually things that are attainable. Like, don't say you're gonna clean out your entire house today. That's crazy. I mean, shout out to you for putting it on your list, but you're just gonna stress yourself out. Plus, you likely have to work today, or if you've taken the day off, or if you're a stay-at-home mom or dad, you got other people to take care of. So let's not do anything crazy like that. But, you know, my girlfriend told me she had dishes in her sink and she just decided to wash them. So maybe something along those lines, right? Wash the dishes, make an agenda for yourself for the day of things you're actually going to take out, things you're actually going to knock out. And then, I don't know what your third one might be, laying out your clothes for work tomorrow. I ironed my clothes for work, guys. Like, picked them out, laid them out, ironed them. So like, I'm just thinking about when I get back in the house here in a little bit, things I'm not gonna have to think about. It's like, I feel so at peace about it. And last night when I was doing it, I was so annoyed. I was like, my family's in there watching a movie. I could watch a movie. But, you know, decision fatigue is a very real thing. And so knocking that one thing out, which is kind of mindless but does take up a little bit of time, knowing I don't have to think about that this morning, actually I feel really, really good about. So, morning. So that's where we are. What time is it? You guys, it's 6:30. We're doing a pretty good job. Not gonna lie to you. My neighbors are walking their dogs. You guys can get active too. Anyway, so tell me in the comments what one of your goals is for the day and how you're going to accomplish it. I want to hear all about your weekends. Don't hold back. That would be weird. Now you just got me talking to myself. We will be back every single day because, you know, seriously, the Claudia Project is ongoing and popping. We just made a thumbnail, so that'll go live soon. And you guys give me all your comments about it. As always, if you've made it this far in the video, we love you and we appreciate you. And we love that you're showing up with us every single day. I want to see some pictures of them walking and talking. You don't have to talk. You can just walk. That seems fair. But we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.